Hello and welcome to Chicken Bros. My name is David Heath.
I'm a person. My name is Anakin.
Yes, you knew this was going to happen. We reviewed the original trilogy, and now we're going to review part one of a trilogy that tried to be like Star Wars, but may or may not have succeeded.
So, our opinions will be drastically different here because this one hates this prequel or this trilogy. I like it more than I dislike it, but I will admit there are a lot of flaws.
Yeah, so we'll have two separate ratings at the end of this review. Yada yada yada. You know the boilerplate by now, just like Empire.
Yep.
All right.
Which I am now respecting more and more.
So I don't know. Where do you want to start with this?
Well, for starters, it at least starts like a Star Wars movie. It has the
Good point. Yeah, it does start that way.
And it does have two Jedi who I think were casted perfectly.
Oh yeah,
Ewan
absolutely.
McGregor as young Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn.
Which was brilliant. I mean, Liam Neeson as a Jedi, that's awesome.
I don't know who you are. Hold on. Yes, I do. The Force gives me everything. Anyway,
So
they go on to the Trade Federation ship to try and talk things out because they're Jedi. They're peacekeepers, is what they do.
yeah, and their response didn't exactly thrill them. They locked the doors and tried to kill him.
Boy, don't be quoting Weird Al on me. Come on.
I'm sorry I had to. It's just that that's my only semblance to the plot. I keep forgetting it because to me this movie is so forgettable.
Yeah. So the Trade Federation. By the way, the Nemoidians are completely Asian stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Bad, Luke.
Starting
Bad.
up the shields.
Yeah. They are no match for droids.
Oh my god.
But that reminds me, battle droids, they're freaking funny. Check it out, Corporal. We'll cover you. Rider.
Yeah, Roger. They look like they should be ducks with they look like a bill.
Yeah.
Roger.
They
So they're
escape the Trade Federation. They go into Naboo, which is the planet the Federation's hovering over because they're trying to invade.
right.
So they get separated, and then Qui-Gon meets the most annoying character in the trilogy.
No, strike that. The most annoying character in movie history.
Misa Jar Jar Binks. Misa Jamaican stereotype.
Misa maker maybe one or two accidenti. You existing as an
Jar Jar
accidenti.
Binks. Okay. Even as a fan of the prequel trilogy, I do not like Jar Jar. Nobody does.
Jar Jar is so annoying and obviously CGI.
And the worst part is the entire Gungan race talks like that.
Yeah, and they're a big presence in this movie.
Yeah. You saw it big through this time.
Boss Nass was only sort of funny with the... That was a little funny.
Oh, I every time I tell myself I shouldn't do it, but every time I do it, and then I get dizzy.
Yeah, I just get a little headache.
They go to the Gungan city to try and hey, you know what? These droids, they're coming down. They're gonna attack the Naboo. They're gonna get you too. But Bosma's like, no, they're not going to get us. We saw know them. You know.
Yeah.
And then Qui-Gon uses his awesomeness, mind tricks. We could use the transport. We shall give you una bongo. The quickest way is through the planet core. And then Jar Jar's like, count me out of this one. Better dead here than dead in the core. You dance! What
What does Misa say?
So they go to the Naboo.
Naboo.
They tell the Queen, hint, you know what? This is bad. You should be, we should probably get you away, get you to Coruscant. You'll be safe there.
Right.
But on the way to Coruscant, some bad things happen.
They're with who they think is a hand for the prince or the queen.
Well, hang on. Before we get to that, while they're on the ship, they get attacked by droid fighters. So who do they send in to fix the hyperdrive that gets damaged? Our boy, R2-D2.
That's right, boy.
And he's the only one who survives, and he fixes it, and it's awesome.
Yep. And then I can't remember how they got to...
Their thing was damaged. We need to find some parts. So the nearest planet is Tatooine.
Sound familiar?
They land on the sand planet.
Yep.
Which is, by the way, Arizona. Or at least that's where the Sarlacc scene from episode 6 was filmed.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I pass it every time I go to visit my cousins.
Nice.
Anyway, they try to find somewhere that has the piece they need. They find this part shop run by a Jewish stereotype called Watto. I'm a Toydarian. Mind tricks don't work on me.
Red flags!
Red flags!
Big red flags!
Anyway, so while they're trying to haggle with him, they meet a little kid.
A little slave boy.
Who's cute, but also a big pain in the ass.
And a horrible actor. Oh, and by the way, named Anakin Skywalker.
Yep, that's Anakin Skywalker, peeps.
Yes,
this is his origin.
That's Darth Vader.
That little squirt will someday grow to be the 7-foot-tall badass that is James Earl Jones.
That little pod racing brat.
Anyway, the first thing he says to Padme is, "Are you an angel?" And she's like, "What?"
Like, are you serious? Are you an angel? Come on.
Well, I mean, Angel is a race. It's a race of aliens in the Star Wars universe. Look them up.
Yeah, but still, come on.
I know it's a shitty line, but it's not what it means.
Cheesy as hell.
Anyway, they kind of converse. They meet. Anakin sees Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Is like, "You're a Jedi Knight, aren't you? What makes you say that? I saw your laser sword. Only Jedis carry that kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Perhaps I took it from a Jedi and killed him. I don't think so. No one can kill a Jedi. I wish that were so. Foreshadowing."
Not just for him, but for Obi-Wan as well. He's going to be the one that kills him.
Well, yeah, but I was pointing more towards the fact that Qui-Gon dies at the end. Spoilers!
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, they should know by now.
Any Hoozle. Anakin takes Padme to see what he's building, which is...
For some reason...
Our boy, C-3PO!
I never understood why 3PO needed to be built by Anakin.
I don't know. Just
Hello, I am C-3PO, human
cyborg
relations.
relations. How may I serve you?
What do you mean, naked?
My pulse is filling. Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not sure this floor is entirely stable. Yeah, it's sand, dumbass.
So, how does it... Okay, I'm trying to remember all of the movie here. Yeah. So you always had a better memory of this movie than I do.
And then he takes them to see his pod racer that he's building.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Cool. It's working! It's working! And then Qui-Gon talks to Shmi and his mom like, he's got Jedi powers. Who's his father? There was no father. I gave birth to him. I raised him. He's practically space Jesus.
No, he's not. He's not. There's a lot of differences between Anakin and Jesus.
Yeah, one's real, one's not.
Well, yeah.
One has a beard, one doesn't.
You know what's funny is when me and my dad were watching Phantom Menace, when I had to explain the thing about the midichlorians to him, he said, they ripped that off from the Bible. I said, yeah, I know.
They did.
They did.
Any Hoozle. Then Qui-Gon makes a deal with Watto, like, hey, if we win this pod race, I get Anakin. But if you win this pod race, you get Anakin, me, and this awesome ship. And then Padme's like, wait, that's not your ship. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But he does it.
But he doesn't know that's Padme.
Yeah. We don't know until the end of the movie, but whatever. Anyway,
right.
No, we know her name is Padme. We don't know that she's...
Queen Amidala.
Yeah. Which, by the way, in this universe is an elected position. She's not royalty.
Right.
I mean, Leia was, but that's different.
She's a princess. Any Hoozle.
Anyway. So they do the pod race. Anakin... He almost loses because his opponent is Sebulba, who cheats. Wakadoka Slimo!
He looks like a friggin' dog, space dog.
And he walks on his arms and has little tiny feet.
Little... I mean...
Anyway, when he crashes, wah, 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 Poodle.
Poodle.
By the way, kids, don't repeat that. That's the worst swear you can say in Star Wars.
Right, but your parents won't know that.
Any Hoozle. Anakin wins the pod race, gets the money, gets freed, but he can't go. His mommy can't go. Don't worry, Anakin. You'll see her in 10 years. Spoilers.
In case his mommy, goodbye.
Anyway.